Hello, everyone. This is Michelle and Gardner with the Family Timeout Podcast. We'll be discussing sports, pop culture, and parenting because kids aren't the only ones that need a timeout. I really want to say, am I right, Gardner? But I won't. So just get right into it.
You still said. We will go into this week's timeout takeaways for week 2, our sports timeout. This is the big moment. So Ravens beat the Browns, crushed them, but it was the closest 41-17 point game I've ever seen before.
Yep.
I've never felt like we were going to lose and then also win by almost 30 points. So that was a weird game to feel like that. I feel like the first half they didn't really do much. But the game overall, Lamar crushed it, threw a bunch of touchdowns. Derrick Henry did
terrible.
Nothing. He did nothing, but that was, I think, kind of the game plan because the Browns just kind of put 1,000 people in the box.
He fumbled.
He did fumble.
Mm-hmm.
But this one did not cost us the game. The last two have cost us dearly. This one was just a fumble, and now I'm hoping it just doesn't get into his head.
Andrews dropped a potential touchdown.
Yeah. I think Andrews might have the yips. He can't get open, and then when he did, he dropped it. I think he had one reception in week 1, and maybe it's too early to say he has the yips, but man, that was an easy touchdown for him.
I think Humphrey did good. Hamilton did great. Roquan really did good, actually.
Yeah, Roquan, I think, had maybe the best game I've ever seen him have as a Raven, which was pretty cool to see him everywhere because he was the one that led that whole players-only meeting, which you only really like to see those around week 10 when you're supposed to be a good team, not after week 1. That's usually a bad sign, but it did end up happening, and maybe it worked. It is the Browns, so I know all you people out there that aren't fans of the Ravens, I get it. You're saying it's just the Browns, but it's a division game. And division games.
Well, we were also playing Flacco.
Yeah, a hero. An American hero.
Everyone's talking about this team meeting like it's a bad thing. I get it. I can see both sides to it. I get it. Like, when it comes to the Dolphins, they also had a players-only meeting, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, they're terrible, they're trash. But I think it's also a good thing. I feel like our team's taking it seriously. And that's what I said last podcast. We need to take it seriously and be like, guys, we're messing up.
Yeah, Roquan needs you in there next to him.
I agree.
Like his hype man.
No, I'll just take his job.
Oh, he's the middle linebacker for the
Well, no,
Baltimore
he can do the physical stuff, but I'm the leader of that team.
I gotcha.
You know, me and Marlon together could lead that team to victory.
Okay.
And then another D-hop catch was amazing.
Right, 2. Should have
been a touchdown.
One that was for a touchdown, which is the second one, and then the first one that was right close. At the 1 yard line.
Yep.
Our friend John, who isn't right about a lot of things, he did say that this was the moment when Flacco really kind of stepped it up, was when he started throwing these one-on-one coverage jump balls, and that was when he would throw it to Bolden. So I'm hoping maybe he's right for once, and this is Lamar going even to another level and throwing it up to Hopkins when he's one-on-one because he's basically open. So then I'll let you take this one. Well, I'll talk about it, but I know that you're very excited.
Russell Wilson. He's a stud.
He's not a stud.
I am sad he lost, but he did really good. That's what I'm saying. You guys are counting him out. He's doing amazing. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Keep it up.
We're not counting. We counted him out years ago.
And the Chiefs play them next week, and I bet they're like, oh, the Giants, we're definitely going to beat them. I don't know.
I actually could see that being an upset because the Chiefs seem to be a mess. And the Chiefs will definitely go 0-3, and then they will get their huge win and the turnaround of their season against the Baltimore Ravens, because that's what happens every year is someone like the Chiefs or it used to be the Dolphins will all of a sudden have a horrible season, and then they'll come and play the Ravens and play their best game, and now all of a sudden they're back.
I don't know. Well, I don't think the Chiefs are down for long. I think they have a short time to get it together.
I don't know. The Chiefs just don't have it anymore, and they look different than when they didn't have it the early part of 2 seasons ago, or was that last season? They seemed like they were just missing a piece last season or season before. Now they just seem kind of like they have Mahomes, and that's nowhere near enough. Then actually we'll stay with the Chiefs because the Chiefs and the Eagles, looks like Michelle has some notes about something the Chiefs did.
The Chiefs lost, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for the Ravens.
Good.
But personally, I was quite happy about that. I love it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, they lost to the Eagles. So
they're unraveling. Kelsey's throwing helmets. He's yelling. Love it. Love to see it. Keep it up. But I did see, apparently, that during the practice, a lot of the players were wearing free 4 shirts. Number 4's Rice. What's his name?
Rasheed Rice.
Yes, and he was the guy that was driving like 120 miles per hour on the highway and like hit someone, and he had guns in his car, and I think he kind of fled, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
Oh, yeah, he like left. I think he came back later.
He did, but and he pled guilty, and he's suspended for 6 games. I think the NFL suspended for 6 games. He pled guilty to this thing. I don't know what legal things he has to do if he's going to jail or probation stuff, but why are you wearing a free 4 shirt? He's not an innocent guy. I'm confused at what's going on there.
Yeah, I mean, free him from what, traffic laws?
That's what I mean. I don't understand. Free him from the NFL suspension or
6 games.
But he's not innocent. He pled guilty.
Yeah, it looks like he got 5 years of probation and 30 days in jail on a multi-car crash in Dallas in 2024. He's required to pay over $115,000 in restitution for the victims.
He was driving 120 miles per hour on the highway.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas, by the way. It wasn't some Kansas City, like random highway. This is like a very popular place. It's insane.
Yeah, they actually have the video and we're watching it right now. It looks like someone just driving down what looks like a I-95 type highway and just causing a bunch of traffic, and then he fled. And
he's lucky he didn't kill anyone. But again, why are we wearing free 4 shirts? What are the Chiefs doing is my overall arching question there. But
they're having a bunch of bad takes.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's all I had to say about the Chiefs. We can move on.
Yeah, I didn't see that at all, actually. I don't know how
I saw it on TikTok that night. I didn't, obviously it's during practice. We're not watching the game before it starts. So it's like, we don't care. But yeah, I saw it everywhere. And I thought it was very strange.
So now Burrow, he is out for 3 months with turf toe.
Dude, I know he's our enemy in a way. Actually, definitely an enemy of ours. I do feel bad for the guy.
I know, he never got the Batmobile.
I feel bad for him. All these injuries, and now he's out for 3 months.
Yeah. Turf toe, Ravens fans will know, that's what ended Jonathan Ogden's career. He had it, I don't know how many years. He was older, though. He wasn't like in the prime of his career, but he was still one of the best. And he got turf toe one year, and it lasted with him for years after, where he would just randomly be out because he had to put so much weight on it as a left tackle. And Burrow, I mean, you got to plant. You got to turn on. I mean, that could be a lingering thing.
He needs a new team. He needs an O-line. I don't know, but I do feel bad for him.
Yeah, that does suck. It does suck. But what it does do is gives the AFC North to the Baltimore Ravens.
It does, for sure. We just watched him on quarterbacks, and I don't know. I kind of just felt bad because I felt like how it ended. They were really looking forward to this season, and then once he gets hurt,
but
week 2.
That's the thing, though, too, is he was hurt, but they didn't do anything to their defense. They weren't going to win more than 8 games anyway, just they were going to have Burrow. It was going to be the same exact thing last year. Even they almost squeaked into the playoffs last year purely because of Burrow. So maybe it's good that they just get a bad pick and they can use it on a defensive player, because they're probably going to get a top 5 pick. I don't see how they win any games.
I don't even know. Do we know who their backup quarterback is?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. No one does. Looking at our fantasy teams.
I'll go first. I lost. Derrick Henry, trash.
Who'd you lose to?
The 2 people literally the 2 people that won my week last week, Derrick Henry, Josh Allen. I was very excited about them this week. Guess what? Derrick Henry got me 2 points. Allen got me 11. I turned on the TV. Well, we watched the Ravens game. We saw what happened with Derrick Henry. I knew that was not going to go well for my fantasy team. Then I hear Josh Allen gets like a bloody nose or something, gets taken out of the game. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I lost pretty badly to my mother. Her first year ever doing fantasy football. And let me just explain how embarrassing this is. It's nothing to do with my mother. She's a wonderful woman. I love her. I'm very proud of her that she's joining our fantasy football team this year. However, her strategy for the draft was to select Ravens players. Okay?
Yep.
Her whole team, every position on her starting line are Ravens players, except for Derrick Henry. I did take him, and I do not feel bad about that, mother.
But she's not a real one because she did not pick Justin Tucker.
But so that's a terrible strategy. I don't have to explain that. So the fact that I lost to her is just not sitting well with me. So week 2 was a loss for me. I'm hoping to make a comeback week 3. Gardner?
I lost again. I'm 0-2.
Yep.
But
your note here is my team is trash.
Yes.
I agree.
They are trash because I had Joe Burrow.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so he's out. I have AJ Brown, and he finally got double-digit points at 10. Nobody did anything. I mean, Christian McCaffrey was my best player. It's just awful. Luckily, I was able to pick up Herbert off the wire, so I'm hoping that I will be able to maybe get one win out of the season. It'd be nice to win with your family there. I lost your dad.
I hope you keep going, to be honest.
Yeah.
Loss every week. That'd be kind of funny.
I mean, with this team, I will.
It's great content for the pod. Think about that.
I mean, actually, how am I losing? I have Saquon. I got Christian McCaffrey.
Is he? I thought he was hurt.
That's how, because I have no one else. That's how I'm losing, because I have 2 players.
Do you have any predictions for week 3 of football?
Looking at week 3.
We're playing the Lions. I'm not intimidated by Jared Goff. That's for one.
So the Lions, I actually did a little bit of stat research.
Nerd alert.
Did some analytics.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's called analytics. All I did was Google past games with the Lions. So they have played each other 7 times, and the Ravens have only lost once, and that was back in 2005. And I think that's when they were horrible too, which is weird they would lose that game. But looking at these last 3 games, so the most recent one, they won by 32.
Ravens?
The Ravens won by 32, destroyed the Lions. I remember that being really embarrassing because everyone was saying how the Lions are finally tough and everything, but then they played a team and they just got destroyed. The time before that was when Tucker kicked a 66-yarder to win it and destroyed their hearts. And then the year before that, the Ravens won 44-20. And then the year before that, the Ravens won by 2. So either the Lions get their heart broken by a blowout or a loss in the last minute.
Well, did we win? Have we beaten them at their stadium, or are these all home games?
No, yeah. Actually, the 66-yard kick was at their stadium. That's why it was possible, because they play in a dome. Yeah. So the Lions are one of those teams where I think they have a hard-nosed coach. They have hard-nosed players, but in their hearts, they're soft.
And Jared Goff is soft as well. I saw a clip of him. They won their last game, week 2, and he jumped into the stands because he thought he was athletic.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
And please look up the clip of him jumping in the stands.
We can't lose to a guy.
He couldn't make it over the side. Even with fans pulling him, he couldn't even he couldn't get up. He couldn't get up the side. So, again, does Jared Goff work out? If anyone has a clip of him working out, let me know, because I don't think it exists.
Yeah, I mean, apparently that's not the first time he's embarrassed himself by trying to go into the stands.
What do you mean?
Because when they asked him, he goes, yeah, it was bad again.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So, hope we can't lose that guy.
I think we should move on to our timeout takeaways for pop culture. Oh, you're going to add the whistle in post.
Yeah, I'm not going to whistle right now.
Wait, can you try? Why does it sound like a little bird?
I'm a little bird.
You little birdie. Okay. Celebrity news. Taylor Frankie Paul. Do you know who she is?
No.
Okay.
It's a woman?
That's a woman's name.
Oh, I thought that was a guy because it looks like it's 3 boys' names.
I know. I get that. She is kind of the star from that show Mormon Wives.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
On Hulu.
I mean, I know that I've seen it come across when I'm trying to get to, like, another show.
Yeah, I started watching it because everyone was talking about it. Season 2 came out. They had a huge, like, reunion. It seemed dramatic. So I'm like, okay, what are these Mormon wives up to? I do know how the show started. There was that swinger thing on TikTok. They were all swinging.
Oh, that was them. Okay.
That's them. So she's one of those girls that was involved in the swing. I think she was the one that brought it to light. Mom talk. It's all that stuff. So why I bring her up now is Taylor Frankie Paul is our next Bachelorette. It's the first time they've ever casted a person outside of Bachelor completely.
So are all the dudes Mormon?
No, they're not that Mormon. They're Mormon, but they're not that Mormon.
They're Mormonish.
She's Mormonish, correct.
Okay.
So that's kind of big news. We know the franchise is going downhill. And they weren't even going to do a Bachelorette season. I think I told you that it was a Bachelor season and then another one. And they announced like a couple of days ago that it's actually not going to be Bachelor. It's going to be Bachelorette. And it's Taylor Frankie Paul. So it definitely should be interesting. It's like a whole new vibe. It's kind of, people are excited about it. I'm kind of excited about it.
Does she go by all three names all the time?
I don't know what the Frankie is. I don't know. Well, she's been married once and divorced. So I don't know what the Frankie is. It could be her maiden name, Frankie Paul. I'm not sure.
Oh, so she could be like Taylor Frankie Paul.
Frankie Paul.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Not any better.
So I'll be watching. I don't know if you'll be watching, but I'll be watching.
I probably won't.
Okay. Nina Dobrev and Shaun White.
I know Shaun White, and I think
Vampire Diaries.
From Vampire, yes.
Correct. They were together for a couple years, I think. Got engaged like a year ago. Very exciting for them. And then all of a sudden, they're done. Broken up.
What'd she do?
Why is the woman?
Well, yeah, Shaun White's awesome.
I know. I think they're both
Makes
awesome.
America proud.
I can't, like, it's sometimes it's just so shocking for these couples to break up.
I think it's weird that they're even together. I don't even know how they would cross paths.
I think they met at some, like, celebrity thing.
Okay.
But she learned how to snowboard.
Vampire.
I mean, how cool it would be to have a boyfriend that is the best snowboarder in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's so cool.
That is cool.
But anyway, yeah, I'm kind of sad about that. 2 nights ago, we watched the Emmys. Yeah. Nate Bargatze was the host.
I love Nate.
I will say it was actually a pretty good Emmys. I felt like normally when we watch these award shows, the people that win are not people we know. Mostly we don't know. We don't know these like shows or movies, or it's just people we don't like. So it was actually refreshing to see Seth Rogen winning. We had Stephen Colbert winning. Severance was winning.
We need to do like a separate Severance podcast.
Oh my gosh!
Because that show's...
When that comes back on, yeah, we'll have a whole Severance segment.
Yes, the Severance segment.
But yeah, I thought it was good. I didn't mind Nate Bargatze. I did think he did give it was a very relaxed approach. Apparently he's not, the reviews are in and they're not looking good for him.
I don't get, that's his whole thing.
That is his whole thing. But I did see some good comments about, do you remember the part where he was wearing that denim suit? Mm-hmm. And I didn't understand the joke. Like, I feel like he's a stand-up comedian, so he's good on the fly. Like, he can but you have jokes that are written on the teleprompter. Yeah. So I feel like I don't know, it kind of felt like he forgot what to say there.
It sounded like he said he got thrown off from John Oliver cussing at him.
Which, well deserved. Yeah. Oh, by the way, John Oliver can do no wrong. We love him here.
Yeah, I think that John Oliver just cussed at him a lot and threw him off, and then he didn't know what to say.
Well, I also, the whole Boys and Girls Club donation, if your speech is over 45 hilarious. Seconds, the amount of money they would donate would just go down. I thought it was hilarious. It did seem that people didn't really think it was that funny, or maybe I did see some people think it just overshadowed the whole night. I don't really know. I thought it was a funny concept.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, and they ended up donating like $350K at the end of the night anyway.
They're gonna donate anyway. It's not a big deal. Like,
I wish they would have played more into the kid moments though. Yeah, like the kids were like crying or something.
Yeah, that would have been funny. Keep having kids be sad.
Yeah, like it just, oh my gosh, how funny would that be?
I know.
But they could have, I thought they could have gone more into it. But yeah, I thought it was fine. It was fine. We also watched the Unknown Caller documentary last night, and boy, was I shocked. I didn't know anything about it, so I went into it blind, and I could not believe where we ended up. Her own mother, spoiler alert, was texting her for, I think, 1.5 to 2 years, all kinds of things, like inappropriate sexual things, which I don't understand how she's not charged with any of that. I don't know. That's just bizarre. Telling her that she's going to take your boyfriend, like your daughter's boyfriend, and then saying that she should unalive herself. Like, what? I don't understand. And in those interviews she's doing with the camera, she's not taking accountability. All she should be saying is, I am sorry. I am ashamed. I am going to get help. That's all she needs to say. But all she was saying in the documentary was, people don't know me. They don't know my story. They think I'm a bad mom. They think, or do they know you're a bad mom? I don't really have words for how that person reacted.
I thought the part that was really telling is when they were talking to the cousin at the bar.
Yeah.
And she said, right now, if Kendra was here and she saw that you were interviewing me and I was on camera, she'd be over there dancing, trying to get your attention. I thought that was so telling of there's a lot more going on with, I don't know if it's a personality thing. There's definitely trauma and definitely a lot of things going on there. But this was at the cost of your daughter's life. I mean, it could have been, if things go another way, it could have been the end of her life, or even all the other kids that got involved.
Yeah, the Owen kid.
Chloe, Owen.
The thing is that you just said you understand that trauma makes people do things, and you're a therapist. This is where I don't understand how that could be possible.
Yeah.
How can you be texting your daughter those things? Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, after we watched it, I looked at TikTok because I want to see what people are saying about it. And apparently there's more to the story with Kendra, because I was saying to Gardner, wait, why is she obsessed with him? I'm not seeing the correlation, but why'd she be obsessed with Owen? Because they mentioned it very briefly towards the end. But apparently there was an article that talks all about that. Kendra wanted to go to Owen's away games to Florida and make it into like a family trip. Weird. This
was after they had broken up.
I'm not sure about that, but after they did break up, she still wanted to go to every game of his. It's just weird. It's hard for me to understand how a grown woman could feel that way and do those things for attention. Yeah, I was just disturbed by Kendra the whole time. And at the end in the courtroom where she's like crying. Yeah. I just was like disgusted with her. I didn't believe anything. I didn't believe her at all. She seems. And then today I saw that apparently she's on TikTok doing lives, and people are on there saying, you're changing, like, great job. Or what are you guys doing? So disturbed for sure. Like, I don't even know what I would do if Raven was involved in that situation, getting those text messages. I do think it was weird. I know they said they blocked the numbers and they kept coming back. And at one point they're like, well, we could get her new phone number, but they were saying, well, we don't want to have to do that. We should find out who these people are. Yeah. If someone is telling my daughter to unalive herself, I will still try to find out who they are, but I'm not letting her have her phone. She's getting a new phone. She's going to get a flip phone. You can't just let your kid, I get you're trying to figure out what's going on, but meanwhile your kids are just getting these text messages.
Yeah. You're just exposing them to trauma constantly.
Yeah.
Or like that they're being watched at all. Like there's just, it just seems like it was poorly handled by everybody. And when the police told the daughter what the mom, that was such a weird way to go about that. It doesn't seem like that was appropriate for the police to be doing. And I feel like they put that family in more danger, not less, by bringing the dad there and then being like, you know what she did.
They should have, I know they had a search warrant, and they should have grabbed what they needed, and then they should have escorted them to the station. Yeah. That's where that conversation needs to be had.
Yeah, it was, and because in the end it was just this one cop and then this guy that was just rummaging through their house in the background.
Right. Yeah, so we watched a documentary, so I get a point.
Yes.
Because everyone said I wouldn't do it. Everyone has in you.
Yeah, I didn't believe in you.
Well, we did it, and now we will move on to our timeout takeaways from parenting this week. We have a lot, actually. The game was actually on Sunday at 1. We were at my parents' house, so we had to DVR it to watch later in the afternoon. We try to avoid this, but there are occasions where, we gotta live our lives, right? So we put our phones on Do Not Disturb. We DVR'd the show and just did not look at our phones. Yeah. And for me, it worked. I did not see any spoilers. I know that you saw very minor ones.
Yeah, I didn't see much. I did think that they lost just because the things I did see seemed to imply that they were going to lose.
Well, one of our friends texted terrible at one point. Yeah. But honestly, knowing our friends, it could be anything. Could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it actually worked out. We went home and we played it. Now, I love DVRing a football game. I love it. No commercials. Also, we can rewind. We can pause it. It's not a big deal. I love it. Gardner, how do you feel about it?
I love the no commercials. Mm-hmm. But I don't feel like I get the right feel of the game.
Why?
I feel like I'm in it.
Why? You really feel that way?
Yeah, and maybe it's because I don't have commercials, because I'm not thinking about, so it's like
you don't have time to process
it. Yeah, and usually I get a better feel for the game. I pretty much know what they're going to try and do, but I can't really tell that with
when we're fast forwarding.
fast forwarding, because
Yeah, we definitely miss out on some commentary that could be useful.
like injuries and stuff, because you're just blowing past those on.
That is true. I get what you mean, but I still don't care.
I mean,
I DVR every game if I could, and then watch it. Like the 8:00 games, DVR that. I'll be back at 11 to watch it.
One of our other friends that's wrong a lot too, Brent, he watches it like a whole day later. I mean, he's not even a fan.
Yeah, he's not a fan.
Yeah, I just think sports scared him.
He's not very athletic, so.
No, he's not.
He's kind of scared.
Yeah.
She was good. She loved when we were cheering. She was very excited.
And she threw her arms up in the air.
Yeah, she was very excited when we were excited, so that was good. She was good mostly. She was playing with stuff, but she really wanted our attention.
Yes.
A lot more than I thought she would.
I know. I'm trying to watch Derrick Henry and Lamar, and she's pointing at me, saying I need to watch her put these coins in a little box.
It's funny because she doesn't normally. I think she knew. Because she doesn't normally do that.
Well, we don't normally really have TV on.
That is true. We don't have the TV on often. And if it is on, it's probably a Disney movie.
Yeah, Stitch.
Yeah, she loves Stitch. I would kind of take turns taking the lead on play so the other person could kind of rest or watch. So I would have her and we would be playing with something. And she liked that I was watching her and I was engaging with her. And then she'd look over at Gardner and see that he wasn't watching, and she'd point at him to get his attention, start making sounds until he looked, and then she would keep going. And as soon as she felt that he wasn't watching, she'd stop and point.
Yep.
And
I'm just
repeat.
trying to watch DeAndre Hopkins catch this ball.
So the game went well with her. She was great. Some new developmental things that she's been going through, which are devastating.
Yes.
To me.
Yes.
Is that, well, one, we are thinking she's going to want to be potty trained in our near future, which is devastating.
Yeah, I'm not as devastated as you.
I'm devastated because she's just a tiny little infant baby.
tiny little infant baby?
Yeah, she'll not potty train. That's for big kids.
Yeah.
She's just our tiny little baby.
For adults.
Yeah, it's our tiny baby. The age range of potty training could be from 2 to like 4 or 5. Like, I just thought we had, we have plenty of time until that's even a problem. And then something happened this past week that we looked it up and it was, this could be a sign that she's, potentially ready for potty training. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And apparently science shows that the best time to potty train is at 2, but not everyone's ready by 2. And
yeah.
So I just didn't think she would be the kid that might be ready by 2. She's 2 in January. So at this rate, it could happen.
Yeah, we assumed it would be later, but she's been early on all that like cognitive stuff. She won't have water without ice in it.
Is that true? Well, that's my fault.
Yeah, because she's like, well, you guys are having ice. Why wouldn't I?
She deserves ice water, fresh, crisp ice water.
I had a cat that did that too.
I know. I think it's really funny that cats do that.
Yeah. Yes.
You think she might be ready for a little baby doll?
Yeah, she's grabbing things and holding them and saying "mama" to herself
and calling it a baby.
And calling it a baby.
So sweet.
Did you know the scary thing she did the other day? I was sitting in the basement. She points behind me and goes, "Baby," and I'm like, "Okay." So I figured I had a picture of her behind me because she'll
do that.
baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was just a blank wall, and I'm like, "What did you say?" And then she pointed back exactly where she pointed and goes, "Baby."
Wait, are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And she goes, "Baby."
She did not say it like that.
Baby.
Okay. Well, I am scared for you, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's in my office.
Yeah, so you're down here all by yourself.
I'm
so
8 hours a day.
See ya.
Just me and this ghost baby.
This ghost baby. Yeah, so we might look into getting her little baby doll. She loves everything. She kisses every animal she sees in her books, all her stuffed animals. I FaceTimed her today from work and she kissed the phone screen. Like, she's just so sweet.
But if she has any trouble, say, putting on a shirt on this little baby doll, it's getting chucked across the room because she gets frustrated pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of her frustration lately.
Yes.
It's definitely getting worse.
Yeah.
And I get it. She wants to do everything herself. Like, she wants to put her shoes on herself. But she literally can't. Like, it's just not possible. And she just gets so frustrated. So we're kind of dealing with that.
So, going into therapist mode. I'm talking to my therapist friends and getting therapist recommendations.
Well, that is actually very useful.
Yes, I have gotten some recommendations from therapists. Olivia Medoff, one of the best child therapists I know. She's incredible. She recommended some books to me, and I've been using those. So they're really great. So we're trying to do that. It's like Little People, Big Emotions, some of those books. If anyone has any recommendations, we'll be glad to hear them.
Okay, I think we are out of timeouts. Thank you guys for listening and for all your support. You can actually follow us now on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at the Family Timeout Podcast. We should be doing videos soon, so keep an eye out for that. Anything you want to add, Gardner?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, we'll be back next week with some more hot takes, hot goss, and parenting updates. Bye.
Bye.